Here I've got a listing of the transactions that make up trade payables at the period end. And I'm going to run the TopCAATS Trade Payables Listing section module. And this allows me to perform a number of tests all at once on this one report. So I can re-age the ledger, and I'm going to use standard 30-day aging bands. I can look for duplicate invoice references, all transactions over a certain amount, debit transactions, invoices that don't have a purchase order, and I'm going to restrict that to only look at invoices because I wouldn't expect to see a purchase order for payments or credit notes. Transactions posted on a Saturday or a Sunday, transactions posted on a public holiday. Transactions within a week either side of period end, which I can use for cut-off testing. Transactions posted in the middle of the night, so between 10 o'clock and 6 o'clock. A transaction by user summary. And finally, I'm going to look for round transactions. And now that I've filled out the form, TopCAATS will go off and carry out all of these tests for me. And it produces a new workbook that includes a summary sheet, that includes an input parameter screenshot so you can see exactly what tests were performed, a read-only copy of the source data, and then for each of the tests we performed, we get our reports. So we've got our aging report, all transactions over 10,000, our debit transactions, transactions by day of the week, transactions by public holiday. As you can see, we've got a whole bunch of different reports. And to carry out all of this testing manually would have probably taken several hours, if not a couple of days. And we probably wouldn't have been able to test 100% of the transactions and get the level of detail that TopCAATS provides. The next thing I'd like to show you is some of our Excel productivity tools and things that just make day-to-day life in Excel a little easier. So you can easily apply different formats to your data for consistency. And you can change the formats that are applied by these buttons using the TopCAATS options. TopCAATS includes a new font called ticks, and there are buttons on the toolbar to easily insert a tick or a cross into your cells. But the font actually includes a wide variety of different tick marks that you can use in Excel or elsewhere in Windows, so you can use them in Word and PowerPoint too. One of the problems with working with financial data in Excel is dates. Many systems export dates in a format that Excel won't recognise, and then you can't work with these dates. So TopCAATS includes a tool to fix these. Just tell TopCAATS which column contains the dates you want to fix. It will look at that data, determine the mask, i.e. what format the date's actually in automatically, and then you can either convert the dates in place or add a new column over to the right. TopCAATS includes a tool to extract visible cells. So here we've applied an auto filter, and with a click of a button we can take that information that we can see on the screen to a new sheet for us to continue working with and following up on. There's a tool to move the minus sign to the right hand side. Again, some systems will export negative numbers with the minus sign on the right, and Excel won't recognise those as numbers. And there's a tool that converts formulas to their values. So these cells all contain formulas, and with the click of a button we can destroy those formulas and convert the underlying formulas to their values. I'd also like to introduce the TopCAATS Sheet Checker. This can be run as a standalone tool, but it also runs automatically before the other TopCAATS tools to check your source data for common problems. So if we look at this sheet, we can see we've got things like blank columns, blank rows, missing headers, duplicate headers, and a total row at the bottom, all of which may cause a problem working with TopCAATS tools or elsewhere in Excel. And the Sheet Checker has identified these issues. And we can even fix these issues, so we can get rid of the blank rows, the blank columns, the total row at the bottom. In fact, we can clear all these errors with a click of one button, and TopCAATS will tidy up the sheet for us. Of course, there's a wide variety of other tools in TopCAATS. There are section modules for other areas of the accounts. There's a variety of sampling routines, monetary unit sampling, stratification, random and systematic sampling. Join two sheets allows you to merge two different worksheets together based on a common matching column, and completely eliminates the need to understand or ever even use VLOOKUPs. There's tools for summarizing your data, highlighting the differences between two versions of a worksheet or a workbook, Benford's testing, exception reporting, Specific comments will search for words or phrases on a worksheet or a workbook, gaps and duplicate testing like you might expect, looking for outlying transactions. There's a wide variety of tools. In fact, there's so much we don't have time on this video to go through anymore. But if you'd like to see some more of TopCAATS, then you can visit our website where there's a variety of different demonstration videos, and you can also download a fully functional 30-day trial completely free.